Welcome to the third episode of Player Picks, and for this one we're going to discuss Hugh Greenwood, a forward mid eligible, and priced at $463,000. So he's just moved to Gold Coast on a 4-year deal, I believe. Just didn't fit the Crows list strategy, but Hugh's a quality player. Not sure he's the best for Supercoach though, but because he's forward eligible, we'll have a look at it. So Hugh was improving, I believe, every year he was in the AFL. He did start a bit late, starting off with basketball. But in 2019, he had a limited preseason with the abdominal injury. And not only that, the Crows were just a complete shambles anyway. So no one really played well at their best in 2019. So looking for Hugh to improve his game this year. But being at Gold Coast, he's going to lose more games than they'll win. So we'll discuss that a bit after, but that is an issue. The way he plays, he tackles a lot, and he's a really, really good contested ball winner. I think you've probably seen on Champion Data, they rated him as elite, I can't remember, but they really value him very highly. He's just a really good contested player, and his tackle count is high. Might kick a goal a game as well. One issue I noticed when I was just checking Footy Wire is the past 2 years, he's averaged under 200 metres gained. So last year, 2019, was 152 metres gained. And then 2018, 190 metres gained. That is really low, and that suggests that he doesn't kick the ball long much. So effective long kicks worth a fair bit more than the sideways kicks. So that's kind of interesting. That will hurt his scoring. He'll probably play the same way at Gold Coast, so that's one thing to note. So yeah, that is a concern. And the next thing I'll discuss is, as I touched on before, he plays for Gold Coast, so obviously the key defenders seem to be injured all the time, and the key forwards, they're very raw, so they're all about 19, 20, 21. I'm not sure how old 2 Meter Peter is, but he still feels like he's pretty young. So if you look at the midfielders, Took Miller, David Swallow, Miles, these guys have all averaged in the mid to high 80s. So is Hugh going to do better than them? Probably not. I'm not sure. But obviously the midfield talent in the AFL right now, it's at a really high level. And Gold Coast midfield, it just doesn't stack up right now. And they're just going to lose a lot of games because in all areas I think Ruck's okay. Witts is doing pretty good. But in other areas they're just not as good as other clubs. So another issue, besides the fact that he plays for Gold Coast, his fitness has always been a criticism at the Crows, which is probably why he's been rested forward a fair bit. But his time on ground is really low, 72% time on ground in 2019, and it's always been kind of low. So playing just a bit over 2/3 of a game, it really affects his ceiling. So yeah, he's only going to have so long to get that many points. So for that reason, for the time on ground, the fact that he plays for Gold Coast, I'm not interested. I can't justify picking Greenwood over Heaney, Martin or Whitfield. And at F4, I'm not quite sure who I'm picking at the moment, but it might be out of Stephen and Smith, who I think have more upside than Hugh Greenwood, and they're a lot cheaper, but we'll wait and see on those guys. So if you're picking Greenwood, you probably want to pick him at F4. I'm not interested. I like Hugh, but I just struggle to see how he averages over 90, to be honest, but I definitely think he can improve, and but yeah, I think the issues that I've addressed in this video, it's going to really limit him. So that's Hugh Greenwood, and we'll see you next time.